Well, welcome to a brand new episode of Punk Rock 911. I'm your host and operator, Chris Dahl. This is my show on Spotify if you're listening on Spotify, or if you are checking out the videos and pointing at you and watching this on my YouTube. I'm actually trying for the first time ever to record a video of me recording my show. I don't know if you want to see that or not. And maybe after this first one, you're like, I don't want to see that, sir, so please stop. I'm not going to do the whole show because there would be a lot. However, I'm at least going to do, a segment, this first segment, and then maybe like the last segment. That's what we'll do. We'll do the first segment and the last segment of the show. And if you're listening on Spotify and you're like, what are you talking about video stuff? How do I access that? That's a great question, listener. And I'll tell you, if you go to my website, it's in the show description. It's beacons.ai/I'm Chris Dahl. I'm going to have this video once I upload it linked on my page. So you'll just open up the webpage and it'll be right there. And then there you go. And then you can watch the video as you see fit. And this might not be a thing. I might do this like twice and then just be like, that's a lot of work. I don't have it in me to do that all the time. I don't know. I have no idea, but I'm going to try it out. I figured I like doing videos. I've got plenty of other videos on my YouTube page about Frisbee golf, which are just all like, I don't know what I was thinking when I did those. So like, just if you're not a Frisbee golf person, just ignore that playlist. But I got some videos of like stuff my wife said and some unboxing videos and my three things playlist, which I gotta do this more often. Anyway, I'm just working by, this is like a clash. This is just a meeting of all the things that I do with Punk Rock 911 and with video stuff. And so we're just trying it out. I don't know. Like I said, this obviously, if you watch the video, isn't like a great studio setup. I'm not going to lie. My camera is my phone on my tripod sitting on my office chair, and I'm standing at my stand-up desk, which is why it's cut off weird. Like if you look at the video, right at the edge of my fingers right now, at this edge of frame, is my computer for work. And so you can't see that legally. So it's just because it may or may not be during the business hours right now. It's fine. It's so fine. I'm here. I'm ready to work. I just don't have anything happening right this second. So I'm doing this. We just heard from a great band that is called Simple Creatures. You might have recognized the vocalists from All Time Low and Blink-182, Mark Hoppus. And if not, that's fine. You don't need to. That's my job. That's why I tell you about the music that you play. It's been an up and down week for me, folks. If I'm being honest, this is what we call a transition. I have been all over the emotional spectrum. And yes, I do all of these things with my hands, even when there's no camera on. And if you're watching the video, maybe you should just watch it to figure out what I'm talking about. Am I talking about the video too much? Is that a thing? This is my first time interacting with the two. And so I'm not used to having the video rolling and recording the show, and then which to reference and not reference. I don't know. I don't know how this works. I don't know if this is going to be good or if this is just going to be instant trash. I have no idea. And that's okay. That's okay. I don't know if I don't try it. So here we are trying it. But it's been an up and down week emotionally for me. Had some really good days. I did Marvel trivia on Wednesday at the Casual Pint in Hamilton. Thanks so much for the friends for coming out to that. That was super rad to have friendly faces in the audience. And then, so that was a lot of fun. And then like, I mentioned it on a previous show, but like, don't have parents that get older because that sucks. Like, it's a lot to deal with. It just is. And so the music, I'm saying all of this as a preamble to set up that the music on the show for this episode is going to kind of bounce all over the place. Some of it was like, I'm angry and I want to feel angry music, which is what we're going to hear in just a second. And then I'm quickly going to turn to like, but maybe I want happy stuff to feel happy. And so we're going to have some upbeat stuff. And then we're going to get into just some more like straight punk rock. We're going to hear a double shot from Jack Black. Jack Black. That's not his name. Jack White. It's like Michael Jackson said, it doesn't matter if you're black or white, but in this instance, it's Jack White. So we're going to hear a double shot from him later. And then I also have 2 wild cards this evening. So, like I said, it's all sorts of insanity and crazy, and I hope you're ready for a fun show. I'm already having fun, and it's probably thanks to this right here. That's a video exclusive. To find out what I'm drinking, you gotta turn on the video and watch it. And if you're not, then just enjoy this song from Bullet for My Valentine called Tears Don't Fall, playing right here on Punk Rock 911, baby. Those are your 2 wild cards for this episode of Punk Rock 911. Thanks for listening to the show. I hope you enjoyed hearing both of those songs from Alpines and from Lololo. It's the O with the line through it. And so I don't know if that makes it sound differently or not, but it's still Lolo. I hope Lolo, Montana isn't burning anymore. That's another article that I saw on my suggested feeds because I've been to Montana, and Google's like, you've been to Montana before? Here's an article about Montana, specifically the area that you've been before, which some people might find weird, but I don't, because then I'm like, yeah, that is relevant to me. I know exactly where Lolo, Montana is. Thank you for telling me it's on fire. And so that's going to do it for this episode of Punk Rock 911. We didn't come up with the name. Who the hell knows? Maybe we'll call it Roller Coaster because this was a little bit all over the place. That's what we're going to do. We're going to call it Roller Coaster. But that's going to do it for this episode of Punk Rock 911. I've been Chris Stahl. If you're listening to this on Friday as of the date of this recording, or if it happens to be Tuesday at 3 o'clock, I hope you have a good whatever it is for you. Thanks for watching the video if you did that. Thanks for listening if you're doing that. Thanks for being you. Thanks for being you. Remember, share the show on your social media sites so that you can let everybody cool know that you're cooler than them because you listen to Punk Rock 911. Man, that was a good lead. That was a good line. I should use that more often. I'm not going to remember what it was either. Anyway, have a good whatever it is for you, and until next time, I'll talk to you on the next episode of Punk Rock 911. Take her easy.